Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at Warrior Elite's Alexander the Great's Cavalry. Before we begin, just a quick reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along. Mythology tells us one thing, while archaeology tells us another. The companion cavalry. Who were they, and why were they so important to the army of Alexander the Great? The companions were an elite cavalry of the Macedonian army from the time of King Philip II, and they achieved their greatest prestige under Alexander the Great. The companion cavalry, or hetairoi, meaning those near the king, formed the elite guard of the king. The hetairoi could be members of the Macedonian aristocracy or commoners of any origin who enjoyed the trust and friendship of the Macedonian regent. These prestigious shock troops would ride the best horses and receive the best weaponry available. In Alexander's day, each carried a xyston, which is a long thrusting spear. They also wore a bronze muscle cuirass or linothorax. These are shoulder guards and boeotia helmets, yet bore no shield. They also carried a kopis, which is a curved slashing sword. For close combat, or their xyston could be lost or broken, they also had in their arsenal a xiphos, which is a smaller cutting and thrusting sword. Alexander's companion cavalry was organized into elite territorial squadrons known as elae. Each elae numbered between 200 and 300 horsemen. They were originally commanded by a single leader. Under Alexander, it was Philotas who held the post. However, after his death, leadership was split between two men, Clitus and Hephaestion. Ancient scholars such as Arrian have also suggested that Alexander may have done this because he didn't want anyone to be the center of attention. While in Susa, Alexander received more reinforcements. He then established two more companies in each squadron. They were referred to by the name of the territory where they were mustered or by the name of its captain. The royal unit was commanded by Alexander himself and contained twice the number of soldiers than the other units. The companions most likely constituted one of the first shock cavalries in antiquity. Why was the companion cavalry so successful on the battlefield? In battle, the companions were part of a tactic known as the hammer and anvil. Alexander used his companion cavalry as the hammer, in conjunction with the Macedonian phalanx-based infantry, which acted as the anvil. This maneuver was done by pinning the enemy in place, while the companion cavalry would attack the enemy on the flank or from behind. In battle, Alexander the Great personally led the charge at the head of the royal squadron of his companion cavalry. His favorite attack formation was usually the wedge. In battle, the companions usually fought on the right wing of the Macedonian army, next to the shield-bearing guards known as the hypaspes. What was the function of the hypaspes? They guarded the right flank of the phalanx. Other cavalry troops would protect the flanks of the Macedonian line during the battle. Under Alexander's command, the role of the companions was decisive in most of his battles throughout his campaigns. How was it that Alexander became so proficient in battle? He learned from his father, King Philip II, and such tutors as Aristotle, to use his guile, ingenuity, and lateral thinking to defeat vastly superior forces. Alexander also inspired his men by leading from the front, as did his hero, Achilles. This brings us to the end of Warrior Elite's Alexander the Great's Cavalry. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. Just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also posted our email address and Instagram information. We enjoy hearing from our subscribers and encourage you to send us your questions and comments. If you haven't subscribed to Traveler's Tales, please do. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Traveler's Tales will return with part 2 of Warrior Elites, Alexander the Great's Cavalry. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Carpistos.